and an ancient and a church, a worship place you could, and there's like tens of 15s of people in that town.
Huh. Good grief.
Number
Oh.
number 115. Law of scientific gratification. If the hero needs a new invention to progress, he will find out that somewhere in the world someone has spent his or her entire life perfecting this invention, and usually just needs one more key item located in a monster-filled dungeon, of course, before it can be completed.
Of course. Number 116. You always travel in the right circles. Whenever you meet a villager or other such incidental character who promises to give you some great piece of needed knowledge or a required object in exchange for a seemingly simple item, such as a bar of soap or a nice straw mat, be prepared to spend at least an hour chasing around the world exchanging useless, innocuous item after item with bizarre strangers until you can get that elusive first item you were asked for. But of course, Bison yelled. Pointless side quests for the win.
Number
Next.
117. Number 117. Talk is cheap rule. Nothing is ever solved by diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Nuclear!
Nuclear. Or politics in the worlds of RPGs. Any declarations of peace, summits, and treaty negotiations are traps to fool the ever so gullible good guys into thinking the war is over, or to brainwash the remaining leaders of the world.
Everybody, love, and peace. And that is my shitty selfie impression.
Damn it. Selfie, why?
I love
Okay,
this next rule.
Number 118, stop your life or the Setzer rule. No matter what kind of exciting, dynamic life a character was leading before joining your party, once there, they will be perfectly content to sit and wait on the airship until you choose to use them.
Also known as the Yuffie rule.
Yeah, well, I will say this about I think Baldur's Gate is actually very guilty of this. I think Baldur's Gate 1 is guilty of this because when you unless a party member hates you, because they can be led to hate you if you're too good or too evil, they will sit and wait in the same spot you left them until you come to pick them up again, no matter where that place is. On the other hand, in Baldur's Gate 2, when you let a party member go, they will go off on their merry way, and you will have to find them again.
You think they would make a 3 just to balance that out? But
Well, they did make a 3 of sorts, which was an expansion pack to the second game that added the final chapter to the trilogy. But what happened was you had this sort of pocket dimension, and you summoned your party members from wherever the fuck they happened to be to your side. And when you weren't using them, they were waiting in that pocket dimension for you. So basically, you kidnapped your party members and used them as you so pleased.
Number 119. Don't stand out. Any townsperson who is dressed oddly or otherwise doesn't fit in with the rest of the townsfolk will either 1. Join your party after you complete some task, 2. Be in the employ of the enemy, or 3. Befriend any female member of the party and then be immediately captured and held hostage by the villains.
Indeed.
Or as I like to call it, the little drowning girl in Final Fantasy VII rule.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Number
Next.
120. You know what? I'm not even going to bother anymore. Number 120. Little Nemo law. If any sleeping character has a dream, that dream will either be 100% accurate memory of the past and 100% accurate psychic sending from the present, 100% accurate prophetic vision of the future, or a combination of 2 or all 3 of these.
Or as I like to call it, the what's-their-face flashbacks in Final Fantasy VIII.
I just call it the Sands of Time rule.
I call it, it's gotta happen rule.
Indeed. 121. Child Protection Act, the Iridia rule. Children 12 and under are... What? Whatever. It's all potato. Tomato,
Nuclear!
tomato. Children 12 and under are exempt from death. They will emerge alive from cataclysms that slaughter hundreds of sturdily built adults, often with barely a scratch. Further protection is afforded if the catastrophe will orphan the child. Did I say catastrophe?
Catastrophe.
Apostrophe mixed with catastrophe.
I'm. Oh. All right.
I
Next.
have nothing to say on that one. Number 122. Missing Master Hypothesis. Almost every strong physical fighter learned everything he or she knows from some old master or friend. Invariably, the master or friend has since turned evil, been killed, or disappeared without a trace. Of course.
Yes.
Yes. The let me see. Is there a good example? I can't think of one. Damn. Johnny, next.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of an example.
Next,
All right.
Johnny, and pronounce
Number-
it right this time.
120. You know what? Because I see the word that you want me to pronounce, I'm not even going to bother. You read it. I'll read number 124.
124. Missing Master Corollary. Sabin rule.
Holy.
If a fighter's master merely disappeared, you will undoubtedly find him or her at some point in your travels. The master will challenge the student to a duel, after which the student will be taught one final skill that the master had been holding back for years. As an afterword of my own, that master may likely die after that lesson is taught.
Or as I like to call it, Kenshin's Master Rule.
Yes, indeed. The wait, what was his name again?
I can't
Never
remember.
mind.
I can't remember.
All right, and pronounce these, Johnny.
Number 124. The Gojira Axiom. And I said axiom. I didn't say axiom. Giant monsters capable of...
Actually,
what?
you said axiom.
Oh,
with
whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Giant monsters capable of leveling cities all have the following traits. Number 1, low intelligence. Number 2, enormous strength. Number 3, projectile attacks. Number 4, gigantic teeth and claws, designed presumably to eat other giant monsters. Number 5, vulnerable to weapons, 1/10,000th their size. Or 6, ecologically sensitive.
And as a seventh one, a very shaky camera.
Cloverfield, anyone?
Yes, indeed. I'm still
Also known as-
trying to figure out what. Yes.
Also known as the first boss in Final Fantasy VII rule.
Oh yes, indeed. Okay.
Number
Right.
125. You couldn't get to sleep either, huh? If any character in the game ever meets any other character standing alone at night looking at the moon, those two will eventually fall in love.
I called this meme in Blue Dragon.
Yes. Yes.
It is so obvious in Blue Dragon.
Oh yes. Well, the moon is. Wait. What if the characters are the same gender?
It
they're
doesn't
gay.
matter.
Okay.
RPGs are so androgynous anyway. Who cares?
Okay.
Yeah, just
If
say
they're
it's a girl.
If they're both guys, if they're both girls, yeah. Okay, 126. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. The Althena rule. I did pronounce that name right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. If a good guy is manipulated to the side of evil, they will suddenly find a new inner strength that will enable them to wipe out your whole party with a wave of their hand. Wow, that makes me want.
Anakin Skywalker
That makes me want to.
rule.
Yes. Anakin, sorry, Anakin Skywalker rule. Yes, that actually makes me want to turn evil. If I could do that, I would. At the drop of a hat.
Number 127. All is forgiven, or the Nash rule. However, when the trusted member of your party turns against you, do not give it a second thought. They will return to your side after they're done with their amnesia/mind control/hidden noble goal that caused them to give away all your omnipotent mystical artifacts.
Of course.
In
Kane from Final Fantasy IV.
I think that was the most blatant example.
Yeah.
Yes. Or alternately, if the former main character turns